I want to introduce an approach to fiction writing that is very effective. This is a great way to discover and start a new story that can be exciting, can be intriguing, and can draw your readers in. Now, I'm not talking about thinking about the overall how the story is going to go, or inventing characters, or thinking about what type of story, be it adventure, romance, that you want to create. Have the clean piece of paper in front of you, have the clean slate, have the clear mind, and the first thing that you want to do is think of a precarious situation, a fictional precarious situation. Definitions of precarious: dependent on circumstances beyond one's control, uncertain, unstable, insecure, dependent on the will or pleasure of another, liable to be withdrawn or lost at will of another, exposed to or involving danger, dangerous, perilous, risky. So one of the most effective situations in a story is a precarious situation. In the story you're presenting a situation that it's basically the train wreck waiting to happen. It's really important to give up on the idea of writing a story at this point. All we are doing is trying to come up with precarious situations. These are one or two liners that are just there to be a situation set up to fail, or in some dramatic way to go through a big transformation. The situation could be you have the wimpy, loudmouth know-it-all goes into the biker bar at 1 a.m. on Saturday night. You have a landowner who has pressured a family into marrying the beautiful daughter of the family, but now he's in a domestic situation where he knows down in his heart that his wife despises him. Will she poison him? In a magical kingdom, you have someone who discovers this room filled with treasure, and they can fill their pockets, but each time they do, they fall asleep and they wake up in this unknown land, and and then it takes them a while to wander back to their home village, but each time they do that, they wake up in a land that's further away with more obstacles and dangers to make it back. Precarious situation can be one that for some reason things are off balance, things are spinning out of control, be it due to human nature or other reasons. Something is set up to go wrong. The exercise: don't think too much about who the characters are, what the place is like. Brainstorm precarious situations, write them down. Don't spend too much time on any of them. Come up with a list of precarious situations, at least 10 of them. When you have that list, don't start writing from there. Now start working with the list and think about each one. Think about what makes each one powerful storytelling, and don't develop it, but look at one and say, well, this one works really well because it's human nature that creates the problem, and that's very compelling. It's very compelling to have someone who, due to their own character flaws, is undermining themselves, is tripping themselves up. If you have someone who's very nervous by nature, put them in a situation where they're in air traffic control and they can't handle it. They freak out. They panic and give directions that lead to planes going down. There are just countless precarious situations, but in fiction, some precarious situations are much more effective at grabbing your audience and making them excited about what is going to happen. If you have someone walking along with a box of dynamite, that's a precarious situation. That may not be as exciting as other precarious situations. So as you're working through your list, and the more that you have on the list, the better. You can think about what elements are involved that draw the reader in. I'm sure that you can think of some of your favorite movies and books that start out with a precarious situation. That is the jumping off point. This kind of exercise is really excellent at getting tuned in to kind of the mechanics of plot writing, into some of the functionality, the cause and effect of story writing. When you have your list of precarious situations, it's a good idea to share this with others and see what they have to say, and see if they have any input, any other ideas, things that you can change to create even more dramatic tension. Chances are that from your list you'll find that one of these situations is perfect for starting a story, and then you can go ahead and you've gone ahead and set up that house of cards, the precarious situation, and you can let it play out. Just write what happens next and next and next, and you've set it all up, the mousetrap. You can then let it all cause and effect go to the finale, the explosions, or whatever happens, the crash land ending, however it's going to play out and end. Take this into consideration in fiction writing. When you have a precarious situation, more or less at the beginning of your story, it could be 2-3 scenes in, that really has the potential to reach out and grab your reader, because you're introducing the story and at the same time you're engaging your reader. They realize that there are things at stake here, that things could go horribly wrong, or they could really work out amazing. And so when you're looking at your fiction, ask yourself, are these fictional situations that I'm describing, are they precarious? Are they out of balance? Is there something that can go awry? I hope that was helpful. If you enjoy my tutorials, please take the time to go to solomation.com and check out the illustrated story I'm working on, Terrible Immunity. And also, please hit the like button and leave a comment.